Hello, I'm live and thankfully dressed this time. Always a good thing, I feel. Yeah, hard as it's been to resist looking at my jewellery bits and pieces, I am about to unbag this little beauty from my bigger haul. I was liking the look of this square thing here. So if anyone's around, obviously at this time of the day, people are kind of busy. I'm hoping. I should be photographing, but I thought I'm going to do this first. And then I'll do some photography because, well, this is more fun, isn't it, really? So if anyone's about, we got Lex. It's just you and me, Lex. Just us two. Look at that. How cool is that? I love a square bangle. I'm assuming that's probably an 80s one. I like that. If only I could wear metal without going green. Quite nicely made. Don't see any name on it, mind you. We'll have a look. What's that? Nothing. Just a blob. Do you get that a lot where you think, oh, I've seen a mark, and it isn't a mark at all, it's a scratch? A squangle. Oh, hello, Julie. Welcome. Just us three. And Nia, hello. Well, people are about. I wasn't sure about on a Saturday, but I just couldn't wait any longer to do some more unbagging, really. I've got quite a bit of jewellery. There's still, I think, about 3 more bags, but I kind of want to crack onto it because I've got other things to do. So I'm not very good at rationing myself out. So that's, yeah, bangles. I have got bags for things. In case you wonder where I'm putting things, I've got bangles, modern bangles, vintage jewellery I'm selling, modern jewellery I'm selling, and a lot bag. So it's all kind of broken bits over here. So there is some organisation. There's things that need repairing I need to look at more closely. I actually found these and there's a cat over there, so we may get cat bum. I thought these were rather funny. Little football boots, cufflinks. They're not made by anyone in particular, but they were quite amusing. So there we go. They were a fun thing that I saw earlier. Right. Oh, another bangle. Well, this is nice. And they wanted £1 for it. I think a lot of this stuff is ex-charity shop, if I'm completely honest, but that's fine with me. Don't have a problem. There we go. Let me show you properly. That's quite a nice one. It's got a good weight to it. That's quite cool. A little bit tribally. Boho, ethnic, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, oh, hang on. I thought I just saw Mandy. Kelly. I just saw Kelly. Why do my brain does that still to these days? Hi, Kelly. Hello, Veronica. Hello and welcome all. I have to get the labels off things. I can't bear an old sticky label left. I'm going to have to do that later. Oh, we'll be here all week. It's the weather here. It was raining a lot earlier, but we've now got more fluffy clouds and it's all looking a bit pleasanter and a bit less wet. But I had to go out and take some post this morning because I'd done it yesterday. Packaged up a couple of sort of big, rather delicate things, glassware. So I'm really hoping and praying that they're careful with them, but you know how it is. People aren't. They're not always careful. Oh, this is what the phone. What we got going on here? Faux pearls. Actually, that looks very vintage. Oh, and it will because it's got that C-clasp. I think we might be missing a jump ring. That's easy enough to pop one on, I guess. That's a bit too small on its own. I need to put a little jump ring on there, but that actually is quite nice, quite classy. Fair pearls. So that will go in my to be repaired pile. There. I think it's a bangle day. Oh, this is sort of like a wooden stretch. Funny texture, these. Sort of waving together. I'm sure I've seen some before made with apple seeds, but these aren't. They're beads rather than. That looks a bit like it's coming apart. That might be better for a craft a lot, actually. Which I keep saying I will do, but we all know how these things are. A rather sweet wooden one. Got your purse ready. Oh, yes, Lexi's auction. Auction? Well, sale. however. Yes, I think we'll all be watching. We'll all be watching there. That's a little wooden bangle. It's quite sweet. Don't know whether I'll sell that or not. I'm not entirely. Ooh. Oh, now. I don't know how well these do or don't do. Is that a scarf clip? No, a jumper clip. You kind of pin it to your jumper. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but they are very cute because they're like little pansies, little violas. And from what I can see, it might need a wash, but they don't look like they've been. There we go. Try and show you properly. They don't look like they've been damaged in any way. I think they're ceramic. Oh, actually, no. One has lost some of its leaf, but actually they still look really nice. I mean, it's a fault to be declared, clearly, but they're still lovely things. Where's my loop? See if anything's written on it. I can see some writing. Made in England. Wow, they must be old then. They're made in England. Made in England. Yeah, it's a shame about that. Little leaf gone. I don't know whether, I don't know if somebody would still like them, even with that declare, because they, I mean, they've been bashed around a bit. They've had a life, as have I. Not that I've been bashed around a bit, but you know what I mean. Oh, Lord, here we go. Let's get rid of the old clippy clip. Now, this is a stretchy, but it's quite mod. I'm not anti-stretches at all, but that's quite mod, isn't it, really, with the big circles. I don't think it is vintage. It's got decent stretch on it and still a bit of string. Oh, Alex, log on to Funtech. I forgot it was Saturday. My son does a computer programming course and he hasn't logged on yet. Whoops. Because we forget what day it is, never mind the time. Oh, well remembered, Nigel. Oops. Anyway, so I quite like that. It's quite fun. It's the colour as well. It's that turquoisey ducky blue again. I think everyone likes. Oops. Oh man, this is quite a stuffed bag. Or a little wooden sort of friendship bracelet, I suppose. Oh, that doesn't move, so that's not going to be much use to anybody. Craft a lot. Got sweet little beads on it. It's going to be a day of tangles, I think. Hang on. I can see some loose beads there. They'll go in my wooden beads, go in my craft pile. I'll try and untangle as we go, but if it's going to take too long, I may have to. Oh, hello, Sue. Must be time for lunch. Well, it's 2:10. We had some bacon butties for lunch, rather late ones, because I don't know. I was doing other things and wasn't thinking about feeding people. And I wasn't that hungry myself, so yeah. Oh, man. String everywhere. Right, let's get rid of the string, then we can see what's in here. This is a modern necklace. Quite a sweet little thing. Quite a nice one. Who is it by? It's going to be by somebody. It's got a little tag. It says, yeah, my eyes definitely aren't what they were. Too much squinting at jewellery, I reckon. Porcelain china. Yeah, it is. It's definitely porcelain. It's just a shame. I can see that those petals have been bashed as well. LBVYR. LBVYR. Don't think it's anything special. I'm not seeing anything special about it, but it's not. It's a nice wee thing. It's got some diamantes in there, so that's quite a cute one. So that's. I'll put that down. See if we can find out who that is. Now here's one. I think I know someone who really, really needs this. Can you tell what it is yet? That's making me hungry. Just look at it, really. It's a Jaffa cake. Yeah, Carla's rather fond of Jaffa cakes, isn't she? As am I, which is why I don't have them in the house, because they wouldn't be here for very long at all. That's just kind of cool. I like that. It's even got the little ridges on the back, see? That's fun. That's a lot of fun. How are you, Sue? Are you all right? Actually, I've got one of your vlogs to watch. I haven't caught up with yet. Got a bit behind on all these things. It's a set of 4. They've been put together with string. Set of 4 faux pearls there. Little stretches. They look better when they're sort of collected together, don't they? That's quite sweet. I thought it was missing stones there. You know how you look and you're like, oh, are you missing stones because they look darker in place? But it's a tennis bracelet, and I've got a big pair of scissors in my lap. I think if they go on my toe, they're going to hurt. Jaffa cake, yeah. Hello, Carla. Yeah. Did you see, Carla? Did you see? I'm teasing now. 4-letter words. Some 4-letter words are easier to type than others. This is quite nicely made for what is probably a cheapie. I do like these tennis bracelets. I think they're quite elegant. My sister bought me one many years ago. For my 25th, I think it was, but that was silver. That was rather nice. So that's very cute. Very cute. A little bit of sparklers. But I don't know if they've gone grayer because some of the sparkles have died or whether that's a deliberate thing. Anyway, I don't think it holds a magnificent amount of value. Now, I had one of these before. Oh, it looks like gold. It's not. It's one of the more sort of Asian wedding style bracelets, but they're quite badly worn inside. So it's probably sort of like wedding type jewellery. But I have got another one like it, so I might put them together. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, bit of animal print. And a brass band. I always think these things are quite nice if you can wear metal. It's kind of had a bit of a life though. Let's give it a wipe and see if it's dirt or permanent. Professor Lex Fantastic. Oh, now, poor Veronica would be quite offended by that. And that just needed a bit of a clean up, I think. Looks a lot better when it's clean. A great deal better. That's quite a nice one. And that was sort of oohing and ahhing because that actually looked like it might be silver because it's tarnished. It's that classic style with the little drops. It might not be, it might be silver plate. It says Next on it. But I do believe that Next have done silver, so it's definitely got tarnishing, so give it a little rub. I suspect it might be plate, but we will have a look. I'm not seeing any 925 markings, so it's worth a closer investigation. There's a lot of very odd little bits and pieces in here. Oh, I say. Well, I would say, but A, it's stretchy, and B, it's got no ends. So that'll be for a graft lot, because there's lots of lovely rhinestones in there. Someone can make good use of. I think this is a very bracelety one. Now, I like this. Oh, hang on. This is where we get into knots. Big, big, big knots. Right, let me deal with that. The string does not help, but I'm liking the style of this, but it's got a broken chain wrapped around it, so I'm just going to... yeah, anyway. It's just very dusty is all. Again, it's on brass. It's all inlaid with different colours. I think that's really rather nice. If you paired up with another brass one, perhaps something plainer. But what seems to be wrapped around it is a tiny chain. It is a vintage one, which might be silver, but it is broken. So if that turned out to be silver, then that would go in my little silver scrappy pile. I'm not going to try and untangle that right now, because that will be boring. Yeah, hands. I'm doing very well on the hippie necklace front, but I'm considering lotting them up because they've got a particular appeal, haven't they? Oh man, what a mess though. Deep. What a mess. There we go, that's a kind of a double strander. Or is that just knotted up? That's just knotted up. Now these strange ones where they seem to be wood. Good Lord, what's happened here? I've got two of them. Oh, there we go. Very basic. Look best layered up. I don't know if they're ceramic or wood. They have an odd feel to them. But they're so tiny, you think, why would someone bother doing that if they didn't have an interest? Now this again is this is actually wood. I do like wood bangles. I mean, apart from the fact that I can wear them without, again, it's the allergy thing. You know, quite happily wear that without any problems at all. I found another one a bit earlier on from a previous lot, and they're nice. They feel nice. Except sometimes these stretchy ones can pinch the hairs on my arms. Maybe it's just me having hairy arms, but it's a thing, you know. It's a thing. Girly face. You weren't offended. Oh, well, that's good. This needs a new jump ring. Little glass beads, actually quite cute. Very boho, but it's missing a little jump ring on the top. I think it's one of those sort of handcrafty ones, but I think that'll probably go in a crafty lot because I like the beads. Man, it is bangle day, you know. Here's a brass one. Actually, that's nice. That's got is that engraved? No, I think it's sort of overlaid on it, sort of orange pattern again, more ethnic coloured. A nice one. Oh, thought putting metal on me though. It's like ouch. Ouch. So we're doing quite well on the brass bangle front, I think. It's not all bangles, there are other things in here, but it's just what I'm pulling out first. That's those things that you put on a wine glass, aren't they? Quite a lot. And some very light vintage faux pearls, flapper bead things, but they're the very light ones rather than the nice big heavy chunky ones that I like. They're more modern. This is quite a bag actually, there's a lot in here. This is vintage, judging by the style of the clasp. Oh, so many other things caught up on it. I have a fondness for these, not so much for me wearing, but I always think other people look good in them. Here we go. Interesting coloured beads. Really nice. Really nice. I suppose that's a... So yeah, I'm not sure I'm art teacher enough for this sort of thing. Oops. Yeah, string is slightly loose, but I'm not sure that's a problem. Actually, that looks like it's been put onto a leather, actually. Quite a nice quality thing. Well made, that piece. Let's just try and put my glasses out of the way. Oh, gosh. Right. This is where I start getting in the muddle because I put things where I shouldn't. Oh, bangalette. Chunky bracelet. Now, this is lovely. If this was silver, I'd be very happy. What is it when they have the little hearts there? Is that because they made it hollow to make it not so heavy? I always thought that's what that was. Ladies non-hanging. So it's got a charity shop sticker in it. Which I quite like gone, but that's... Yeah, it's not going to come out neatly, is it? No. It's a very sticky label. But again, a little bit of a wipe over. I don't think these are silver. Pretty sure they're not. Oh, hello, Susan. Sparkly things. Shiny. No marks, no makers, but I'm sure I remember there being something about when they had those little hearts on. I don't know if that's a particular maker, but I really like this because it's sort of a woven effect. So it's still looking a bit grubby there, isn't it? It's kind of a woven effect. which is nice. Do you overuse the word nice when it comes to jewellery? Oops. I've got a bin here that's overflowing. Should have been emptied about 3 weeks ago. Oh, okay. Intriguing. Ah, I see. Very heavy metal beads, but clearly they should be, they're on a piece of raffia. So I'm imagining they're probably going to go in a craft a lot, because I think someone could do something really nice with those. It does make you wonder what they were in the first place, though. Interesting. Ah, these tiny, tiny bangles. Always a little careful not to completely overlook them, because you never know. Oh gosh, right, okay. I've found some more of the raffia, and that will work. Perhaps they could have just put restrung, put on something different. I mean, surely straw isn't the very best thing to be putting anything on. Ah, this might have been part of the same thing. Maybe they are glass. But this is also on the kind of a raffia. I've never heard of jewellery, raffia jewellery. Maybe it was all part of one big necklace, which is a shame, because it would have been quite nice, I think. Tiny, small, shiny neck. That'd be a job if it was a necklace. A bracelet. Very, very small. It's got a vintage clasp on it. Just want to get rid of the string, though. Annoying string. Very tiny, delicate little thing. Just having a look in case. I can see a little bit of wear on the clasp. I don't think I'm ever going to find anything amazing, though. You know, that would be too good to be true, wouldn't it? Really. There is a little rubbing on there, but it's a very delicate little chain. Right. Oh, this is one of these wire wraparound jobbies, isn't it? Little wraparoundy thing. Yeah. Quite sweet in oranges. Very, very festival. Who's been watching Glastonbury on the telly? I was watching last night, and we watched Beyonce, and I was quite impressed, because I just didn't remember she'd had that many hits. I was like, wow, okay. Quite impressed. Husband, of course, nodded off to sleep. How can you nod off to sleep during Beyonce? I mean, you know, especially a fella. You'd have thought, wouldn't you? But hey ho. I mean, she's a well put together lady, let's put it that way. And how she danced it, all I could think of was your feet must be killing you, Mrs. Dancing in those high heels. I'm old, clearly. American Eagle. Oh, thank you. Right, note to self. I will actually write that down, because I've got a brain like a sieve sometimes, and I do not know. Need a pen now. You'd think I could find her on here. Oh, just dropped something. Scissors, yes. Clatter, clatter. Sorry if that's loud. American Eagle. Right, let me write that down. I'm sure I've known that before and just kind of selectively forgotten it. Yeah, that's so I don't forget. American Eagle is hot. This is a bit of a knotty one. Not unpleasant though. I mean, it's that colour I keep getting drawn to, the blue sort of colour. That's quite a nice twisty necklace there. I suppose it's the kind of beach vibe, isn't it? It's that kind of slightly hippie, boho beach vibe. And especially when something seems to be quite nicely made. It's on, it's not leather, it's like a cord. That's quite nice. Oh, I love pretties. Never happier. Here we are, we've got some little stretches there, a group of 3 together. Probably the best way to wear them, I would have thought. Right, let's have a look. Now these are the things I do keep finding in here. Again, something I know very little about, which is rosary beads. Who knew? Yeah, not really my area, it has to be said. But I've got quite a few sets that are broken. But this is I think it's wood. I would say that's a wooden set. So I just touch it I just put it to my cheek to see that if it's warm. There we go with the little. They usually have the lady on, don't they? The lady, Mary. I'm thinking goddess Mary. They have a lot in common. I'm assuming that is possibly Mary. Sometimes they got Mary with the baby Jesus. It's a bit indistinct, but I'm assuming that is a rosary. But I'm kind of popping those together to have a closer look at them and see if I can repair any of them. And I don't know if people want them. I mean, they're not usually given them at communion and things like that. So maybe there really isn't a market for a second-hand one, if you see what I mean. Now, I think I've got the other one to that. I think when we went through the bag yesterday, I saw one. So I'm going to put that there, and I'm pretty sure it's gone in my solo earring bag. It's very, very cute. Very cute little bracelet. Little stretchy wire. It's this kind of the antique style. I don't know, texturally I don't enjoy it. Let's put it that way. And some little wooden beads there. They seem a little bit loose, actually, to be fair, so they may go in a craft a lot. Because you wouldn't want someone to have them and then find them exploding everywhere because they've fallen apart. This is one of those, I've got very sharp bits of shell on me, so I'm going to stab myself after death. Little stretch, quite cute there, purple, silver tone. And the stretch is in good order, so I think someone might enjoy that. Oh, that's unusual. Oops, 2 things in order. What have I got? There's the other nail. Tiny nail, especially for legs. Very yellow eyes. So yes, I'll put that with the ears because I think I've got another one of those somewhere. This is kind of weird. This is almost like clay. Like someone's actually made it. God, you can't really see, can you? It's all of it. Looks like a little planet. It's quite cute. There's an owl, yes. Nothing's complete without an owl. But that's how someone's made that. But it's very light. It's kind of weird. It's not like a ceramic. It's like a hardened plasticine. A little bit unusual. I like unusual, but here we go. What have we got here? This has some tarnishing, but whether it is anything, I'm possibly doubting. Actually, it's come a bit detached. A bit like me, really. Completely unhinged. An angry owl. An angry owl. Here we go. It's one of these sort of necklaces. A Y necklace. But you can see there that it's come unstuck. It's come unstuck from its things. And there's some substantial wear there, so that will probably be quite useful to a crafter because there's lots of beads on there. Lots of rhinestones. Ooh, chonky. And the label came off properly. Yay. There we go. Proper chunky one there. And surprisingly heavy. It is a metal inside. But yeah, I quite like that. It's the texture of them. It's like, ooh. An angry now. Oh, okay. Someone obviously used one earring and not the rest. Yeah. Little earrings. Little stretchy. Oh, now I'm liking the look of this. See, that's what happens. You see something, you go, oh, I like the look of this. It's on memory wire, which needs to remember it's not meant to do that. But these might be actual little pearls, possibly. Am I going to test them? Shall I do it off screen, not to upset anyone? I think they might be real, actually. Very cute little pearls, but it needs It needs some TLC, clearly. Need to do something with that to bend it back and hope it remembers its proper shape. Shells. Oh, this is cool. I love shell necklaces. Again, because you can wear them without worrying about metal. If they're over the head job. It's very tangled in something else though. Hang on. Bear with me a moment. Here we go. Proper hippy dippy style. But they're proper real shells. With a nice big piece of like a mother of pearl. I heard the door go and I'm kind of hoping. I'm sure someone's dropped something off. I wasn't sure I was expecting anything. I think that was someone just dropping something off at the door, the postman. I think that was just a parcel or something. Yeah. So I rather like that. I love the sound they make. Think, think, think. These are the sort of things you get, when you're on a holiday in India or somewhere. All very hippie on the beach. Love a bit of shell. What is this? Yeah, okay. It's one of those little sort of, I think it's a stainless steel one. These chains often are, aren't they? With a little debris there, technical term, and one of those sort of clasp things. You're still doing photography. Well done you, Karen. Working away. Don't think it was for me. Oh no, that's odd. It's actually like a charm that comes separate with a... So that's a bit unusual. Don't know what that belongs to. Just pop that there. I still like the Jaffa cake. That's my favourite thing. God, if they made them that small, I'd be gutted though. They're small enough as it is. Jaffa cake should be bigger. I mean, it should be the law. A Jaffa cake the size of your head. Now that would be a very good thing. Okay, we've got a choker style necklace here. Yeah, little beady things. Very modern. Hope it's not from Bournemouth. Well, I certainly hope not. Or any seaside location. Oh, you're taking the afternoon off, Louise. A big storm. Ooh. Well, enjoy the storm. They can be fun, can't they? But if it messes up your internet, then that's just plain annoying. Yes, that's really rather sweet. A choker length necklace can be a very good thing. Oh, I've got some rope going on here. Here we go. Gosh, this looks like it needs a bit of straightening out. Here we go. So a bit nautical, I'm feeling there, possibly. Just a modern. It's a modern one with a certain style. Rope and silver tone. Yeah. When we have rain, it is epic. We've had a little bit today, but it's getting cloudier again. It's little snatches of blue sky up there, but I think the garden's quite grateful for a bit of rain, to be honest. Yeah, it's on copper. And on the copper back. That's very hippie style on the cord. Again, a shorter length statementy piece. Oh, I can see more shells. Oh, okay. It's a very, very colourful one. Got a little fishy. What have we got here? It's like a charm bracelet, a little like a life buoy, and a heart, a ship's wheel, a star. That's quite cute, really. I like the little fishy skeleton best. With 2 eyes. But it's another one of those ones with really sharp shells on. Interesting beads, though. That's quite cool. Oh, we're about halfway down the bag, so if everyone's all right, we'll keep going. I'll get lots of these tiny little stretchy things. Right, these two have been knotted together for some reason. And they are little bracelety things on cords. Not fabulous, but quite sweet. Oh, chunky, here we go. Who's up for a chunky monkey? A tangled chunky monkey, actually. How the heck did that happen? Right. These are really iridescent, these beads. They're actually quite cool. I think it's a bit shiny, shiny. A little bit loose there. I wonder if is that a problem? It's a shame because they really are cool. I might have to go to a craft a lot just because there's string is lengthened out a bit, but they'd be amazing. Really shiny, shiny. That's the magpie in me. Ooh, shiny. Very chunky. Very chunky indeed. Now this was what I saw when I picked up the bangle. Oh, I'm going to open this one today. Cause. Oh, hang on. Cause. Knotted things. Let me get the string off. It's that stuff. Andrew, how does it stay together? I suppose maybe it's an upper arm one. No, probably not. It is a wristband. It is a wristband one. I like that. I like this weird stuff. Nice and chunky. Good old silver tone. But I sort of wonder, is something supposed to happen there? Is there meant to have been something else there? I've not seen one as a bracelet before. I've seen the necklace that you can bend into shape, and I love those. Oh my gosh. Right. Here we go, some more tangles. And this is one that's one of those little friendship bracelets, forever. Well, it clearly wasn't because it obviously got given away or thrown away. I don't know if that's a silver. That might be a silver chain. The chain is vintage, you see. I mean, this is plastic, this thing on the end, but it's worth checking out. Sometimes people do put a bit of costume jewellery bit on the end of a quality chain simply because, like me, they can't wear stuff that isn't. What's happened here? They can't wear stuff that's not silver or gold. So this is rather cute as well. I do like these sort of things. Bit knotted up. We have here with the button fastening, so no metal again. Just a nice seed bead. Beachy summer. Bournemouth Beach. No. Or Bridgend Beach. Flex is anything to go by. Little bits of rosary beads again that I'm finding. Don't know if I can repair or do anything with those. Oh no, this is sweet too. Hang on. Oh, something else that's falling apart. Oh, what's that? This hasn't fallen apart. This is one of those dichroic necklaces on a leather. Is that leather or plastic cord? I think that's a plastic cord. But sweet little flower pendant. A little bit 90s. Mid-arm. Maybe mid-arm. Yeah. Don't know though. I like the sort of Egyptian ones, but my arms aren't quite as lovely as they were, so I'm less delighted by them. I think this is a broken one I've got here. Oh, it's a very long video. Dear Lord. Goodness me. Is it two necklaces? No, it's one very, very long one. Now, this is a vintage necklace. And you can say, how hippie is that? I mean, come on, this is something that your RE teacher would have worn back in the day. Or maybe just mine. It's, sad. Don't know if I can fix that. The end's kind of gone completely. But it still has its C-clasp, so I'll have a look at that, but it may be. Maybe that it could just be done without, because why would you need to untie it? It's so long. You get it over your head twice over. So we'll have a look at that, because that may still have some life in it. Be a shame to lose that one. Oh, and here's some hoosive earring. A very, very large hoop. Although quite tastefully, that's in a brushed That's not that. I like the texture of that. It's kind of like a brushed silver. Well, silver tone. I won't say silver. Can't say silver. It won't be that. Although it'd be nice if it was. Now an earring has surfaced, and I know I've got the other one to that in my solo earring pile. I like that style. This nice little drop with a. And I had one that was a rainbow one, so I'm hoping it's framed. I can start pairing them up with their friends again, you see. Which makes me very happy. I'm easily pleased. Oh, hello, Julie. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome, welcome. Oh, man. That's a whole heap of tanglies. Go away. No. The funny thing is that the more fun it is, the more tanglies you get. Oh, I've got some odd things going on here. Let me just work out what that is. It's actually a separate necklace, that's why. Right, buried in the middle of this one. I do quite like the multi-strand necklaces. I think they can look really effective. Very summery. Right, there we go. That goes through there. Okay, so this is clearly a very simple little wooden bead necklace. I would imagine that's probably a kid's one, actually. Very chokery, so that might go into my kids' lot. So I do have a kids' lot, which eventually will get listed. There must be 2 necklaces in here. God, there's loads of stuff in here. Nope. Yes, because I've got... You could lose a limb in here. What's going on? Right, there must be 2 necklaces that are the same, which would be strange. Right, I can't show you them untangled because we'll be here a week. I think there's 2 separate necklaces and they're both multi-stranded, but they have these lovely red beads, which I think are rather nice. And I'm saying a bonus there, but that's probably one of mine because I melt. So there for a bit of detangling later on, which I quite enjoy, but I appreciate that not everyone watching on here will necessarily want to see that. Yeah, a broken necklace, sadly. It looks very goldy colour. But there is something on here, if I can see. Tiny little mark. NS. Strange. NS. No idea what that would mean. Probably nothing at all. I mean, it's far too bright to be gold. It would be nice if it was, but I know it's not. Yeah, magnetic. So at least we know. I think it would be the one that misses out on actually being something good in there. I'm not very expert. I'm quite good at spotting silver because I wear a lot of silver, but gold, I don't have Kelly's eye for that sort of thing. I'd like to learn. Oh, how cute! Okay, just your average everyday little necklace, but has these nice crystals, and then this all moves around inside, or spins. Spinner? Don't think I've seen one of those before. That is quite cute. Yeah, it literally spins. Ooh, oh, I like that. I don't suppose it is anything, but it's unusual, and the crystals are very sparkly, which is always a draw when you're a magpie like me. This must be an exploding necklace. It looks like those sort of paper, you can't really see the paper beads that kind of, so that'll be for crafters. That's way beyond my skills. Now, just make sure I seal it up because I do not want 1,001 little pieces very fine gold tone wire as well there. Rather lovely. Right, let's dig. Oh, chunky. Oh, yeah, very chunky. Very gold. It's not really stretchy, it's very slightly stretchy. But only very slightly. That's quite cool though. Do like a bit of bling there. Understated. Afternoon, Antoinette Daly. Lovely to see you. And the sun's out now. It's one of those days, isn't it? The storm, the sun, the storm. Oh no, this is pretty too. Ah, tanglers. This is what I'm trying to pull out. How cool are those? Little knitting balls of steel. Trying to work out where the end is. Get that out. Oh, good Lord. I mean, that really is a knot. So the best thing to do with a knot is shake it. So excuse the noise for a minute. It just helps loosen it all up, and then you've got a fighting chance of working out what's going on. I haven't yet worked out how to do one of those sort of top-down videos where you can really see everything. It would be better. I know it would be better. But my technical abilities are not great. So I'm oh man, okay, this really is a knot. There's about 6 necklaces in this lot. Let me see if I can work some of them loose and make it a bit less of a necklace party. Oh man. Ah, there's one that's come loose anyway. How peculiar. This is all like mother of pearl. It's sort of unusually done. I guess you wear it with there's a shelly bit there, which is quite nice. Looks a bit like tortoiseshell, but it's not. It's a shell, I'm assuming. And it has got a little tag. That's very beachy again, which says East. So that's quite a good brand in terms of clothes. I don't have much dealings with their jewellery line. That's quite nice. Right, there we go. Let's focus on getting the. Now, who knows their runes? I don't know runes well enough, but somebody clearly found a hagstone. That's the stone with a hole in. And then, or maybe this was a made piece and it has a rune on. Now, there are several types of runes, and I'm pretty sure I do recognise that one. I'd have to look it up. It's on a leather cord, and quite often people will wear a stone with a rune on it because whatever the rune means, that's what they're looking to have more in their life. So I would have to do a bit of research on what that one is. It almost feels like a made stone, like a made stone, like a clay thing possibly that somebody's made and then baked to make it go like a stone. Cooked it. Something like that. I'm just going to jiggle these around and see if I can extract. Here we go. There's a bracelet. One of these little doodad ones with all the bitsies on. There's a little bird on there. It's quite cute. That's accessorised. Nice little modern necklace there. Very, very cute. Very cute. There's these necklaces that seem to have the knack of getting incredibly tangled up with each other. I'm just going to jemmy them a bit loose. See if they will come apart. Because you never quite know exactly. When you get the multi-strand necklaces, this could all be one necklace. In which case, dear God, you'd have to work out how to wear it. Yeah, there's a lot of strands and things going on here. So I'm thinking it may all be one necklace. Yeah, could be. Oh, no, it's not one necklace. There's more than one. I'm sorry, this is glorious television for you, isn't it? An eBay sales room. If there was, we'd all be wearing it, wouldn't we? I think there is one for wealth, but then that's more generic, isn't it? And eBay are quite rich enough. It's us who need to earn more money. But here we go. Yeah. There are two necklaces here. One of them is this lovely one with these balls on it, and the other one is more multi-stranded with these various arrangements. I will untangle those later because you will be here all week, and I'm sure you've got other things to do. Right, we've got some more to go. Getting down to the little itsy bitsies. I'm pretty sure I've already got one of those earrings, so that's going to make a nice pair. Nice bit of dyed howlite there. Another piece of a rosary bead. I'll try and keep all those together. I don't know if I'll be able to fix them. It's a shame they're all busted. What do people do with rosary beads that bust them? Do they overuse them? Too much fervent prayer, perhaps? I don't really know. Oh Lord, what's going on here? Sure, that's not meant to be hooked in there. Oh, chunky. There we go. Nice chunky twist. That's quite good. Simple hook. Fastening. That's quite nicely done. No maker on it. But a nicely styled item there. Nice modern one. I think we've got one of those ones. Right, I'm just going to do this. See if we can shake them loose. Oh, here we go. There we go, another little stretchy bracelet. It feels ever so nice. It's so smooth. Sometimes it's the texture of them that I like. So I know they're not inherently, valuable pieces, but sometimes there's something about the feel of the thing. I'm very tactile. I think that's what it is. But I don't know if it comes from being Korean. It is one of our things. And this, for all of its inherent weirdness, I think somebody might quite enjoy. Almost looks like a collection of records, doesn't it? Slightly sparkly. Oh, it's got little beads on as well. It's quite a lot of work gone into that. Just persuading it to hang right. There we go. That's how it's meant to be. And the telephone's going to go. It's going to be one of those days. Please, somebody answer the phone. Good. My man's next door. He's doing some drawing. He's very, very good at drawing. Yeah. We've got a friend coming over. My son has a friend coming over to stay tonight, so it's going to be quite. I think that's what negotiations. This is a heck of a mess of a tangle. It's just one necklace, and that's going to take some undoing. Who will you buy? We don't say. It's not so satisfying to the touch, but it's got shells on. I don't know if that will untangle or whether it may not. We'll have to leave that for another time. Oh, we got another little stretchy bracelet here. Seed beads, shades of brown and gold. Here, a nice little stretch. Quite cute. How many of these do we see in a bag? A faux pas stretch. Getting into little bitses here. Oh, that's quite cute. That is actually stones. It's cool to the touch, stones and crystals. So, yeah, I keep finding bits of this rosary bead things. I'm going to put them together because it may be that I can hook them up again. Some more of these metallic beads that clearly belong with. Now I had one of these in my solo earring collection, little swallow or swift. So I will dig out the other ones and make a pair. Rather bent up. broken earring, I think. Yeah, that must be. That's anything. I'm pretty sure I had the other earring to this one too. And some of these are solos that his mates may have been in other bags. It's quite sweet. Cute little thing. Some of these, I always live in hope that some of these might be silver, but there's a very big lack of silver here. I mean, you normally expect to find a bit, but no. Ooh. What are you? I'm looking at the earring here. How cool is that? I remember having earrings a little similar to this back in the 80s. I have to have a closer look at that. Because there was it a titanium or something that does this weird colour thing? I had a pair of earrings back in would have been the 80s. Sometimes it pays to be old. It might not be, it might just be done to look like it. That might bear closer inspection. Gotta have a little look, gotta have a little nose. I'm not seeing anything at the moment, so maybe not. It's awfully pretty anyway, very rainbow coloured, which always attracts my attention. I wish it had a friend now, but it's not in this bag. If it has a friend, it's not going to be in here. Another metal bead. And some little shell bits at the bottom there. An earring.
Have you got a tape measure?
Have I got a tape measure? Yes, I have. Oh, so some little odds and ends there. So I think, yes, a certain amount of this is going to go into the broken lot. But hey ho, it is the way of these things. It's always a little bit of a gamble. Oh, the solo earring. Oh, hair's coming off. And a necklace by Pilgrim. Ah, I got a Pilgrim. How cute is that? Oh, it'd be better if I show you the right way around. With the crystals. It's quite cute actually. When you look at it, you can see the work that's gone into it. The beads are nice. But like I say, without that hang tag, I would definitely not have paid too much attention to it. It's got a bit more weight to it. Fun detanglage. I do like a cool necklace. Thank you.
Looking at chairs.
Yes.
And there's the Scandinavian wingback chairs, which look quite nice.
Oh, so we'll save some pictures and we'll have a look and we'll see what we can
there's
find.
The back height.
Need somewhere to sit, you see. Yeah, you need a tall back on it.
Sorry,
we're live. I'm live on air with jewellery. But finding a nice chair to sit in where you've got a decent tall back on it is an issue, and that's what Nigel's researching, because he needs to find something comfortable, a suitable fall asleep in it chair. So that's that bag. God, and I've been on nearly an hour with that as well. That's nice. I'm glad I've got a Pilgrim on there. But yeah, a bit more detanglage to do, possibly a couple of repairs. But it's mostly a case of sorting, really, putting the right things in the right bags. I might be tempted to do another bag, but I really shouldn't. I should do some photography. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. My little foray into the world of jewellery here. So I've got lots to do. Too much work. I must be mad. So I will see you all. Do it. You want me to keep going? Have you not got work to do this afternoon, Lex? Well, if I did another bag, I would have to stop after the next bag. I know Lex would like me to. Does anyone else want me to? Or would you rather? I don't mind either way. I'll see if I can find it. Not a big bag. Not a big bag. Oh, big bags. What's that sound? A bead. Not working today. Okay. Oh, get your bags ready. Yeah, good luck with that, Louise. Your curtain lady. Okay, there's another bag of goodies. No, I will stop after this because I love this. I would have to go through it at some point, and I might as well do it live because people enjoy. I'm liking the look of this one. I mean, it is a stretchy, but wow. Proper cool. Very marbleized. My voice is soothing. Oh, thank you, Helen. That's lovely. Let's have a quick look on these, see if I can see any signatures. But I like that. Nice big chunky bangle. Right. What are these? There's another one. I had one of those over here earlier. No idea what it is. They might have been straps, do you think? They were straps for something. It is a good bangle, isn't it? I don't know if it's particularly old, but it has a vintagey feel. Ooh. Pearlies, more pearlies. I wonder if I ought to sort of collect a bag of the faux pearls together, so that if someone was going to do some crafting. But it seems a shame to destroy something if it's intact, if you know what I mean. Right, there we go. There's a nice little hippie boho job. Diamante, diamond bronze straps. Oh, they might be. Do people need those or want those? Because I have got the two. That's what made me think. And there's nothing wrong with them. They don't look. Just check they are the same length before we say that. Yeah, there's two of them there. I didn't know you could get Diamante brass straps. This sort of weighing anything metal against me just horrifies me. Okay, if that's what they are, thank you. That's a big help. I like people that knows things. I know some things. I know some very weird things. I quite like that. I always get a bit suspicious of anything with fabric on it, but that seemed pretty good, Nick. So don't know someone enjoying that. Oh, slinky monkey. Oh, look, what have we got here? It's a tassel. The thing is, if you wear that, doesn't that go right? Oh, I suppose, yes, it does kind of go right between the boobage. There's a little bit of rubbing to this metal here, sadly. Yeah, the kind of copper's showing through, which is a real shame because that's quite a nice thing. Yeah, it's got a bit of rubbish on it, so craft a lot. Craft a lot, craft a lot. Oh, now I do keep finding these. I did find one in yesterday's, and that's a Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty stuff, and it's. I know it's official because it's got the Sanrio. Is it Sanrio? Yeah, Sanrio stamp on the back. J'adore Hello Kitty. That seems like a big one. Is that an anklet, perhaps? It's not too big to be a bracelet. It's more likely to be an anklet. A sassy tassel. Yes, I wasn't going to say it. That's been copyrighted by Margaret, hasn't it? Texas Girl Treasures, who is marvellous. I very much enjoy watching her. So I'm kind of putting Hello Kitty stuff together because I do think people like it. I've got earrings all over the place now. Beep. Right. And that's another one that's actually stones. I do think they've got a certain charm, these little bracelets with made from stones. It might just be me. I just like the idea of them. Oh, here comes something chunky. Good Lord. Actually, this is probably a belt. Maybe a small belt, though. No, it is a belt. It is a belt, and it's made initially. That's helpful. Clearly not a brand. That's quite a small waist, though, isn't it? But how cool is that? Gunmetal. Nice gunmetal finish. Yeah, it's a belt. It's definitely a belt. That's quite a small one. So, oops. I haven't got a section for belts. Where am I going to put that? Over there. Oh, my nose. Oh, here's something else quite chunky. This could be another belt. And why people think belts are jewellery, I don't know. This has got a very mod go-go feel to it, though. Good for that 60s themed evening. Is it enamelled? I suppose you could wait the enamel side or the not enamel side, depending on how you feel. This is quite small. It's not quite as small as the other one, mind you. That's all in pretty good order. Yeah, like that. It's kind of cool. Ooh, a ring. Wow, okay. There's a ring, bit of a knuckle duster. Costume. Cosplay, yeah. Quite possibly, actually. I've got a modern ring sort of job lot that I'm putting together. Stretchy. That's going to take some undoing. Maybe a nice blue one. Blue stretchy. It's that colour. Those colours always make you think, when they put blue and gold together like that, it's a very 80s thing. It was a very popular 80s colour combination. A bit like red and black. It just has one of those things. So that might be a little older than it looks. Still quite funky. Some earrings from Select that were originally £2.50. Okay, but they are new, so someone will enjoy those. The sort of filigree work. Quite sweet. Sweet little earrings. And we've got a bangle. Obviously not for someone with my size hands. It's a smaller person's bangle. I don't get on with all those sort of things. Cannot wear bangles. And if they're big enough to go over, then they're really big on my wrists. You see? Got big hands. Oh, and that's a bit mashed up anyway, so. Oh no, that's quite sweet. That's kind of quite cool. See beads and little crystal-y things. See what you can see. Someone's gone to a lot of trouble with that. If it was homemade, and even if it wasn't, that's been quite well crafted, I think. Yeah, quite a neat thing. A little bit of verdigris on the back that could do with a clean-up. But then if you've got it on a jacket or something, it probably doesn't matter too much. Yeah, it's a little bit of a clean-up, but that's quite cute. There's a brooch. Brooches. Where was that section now? Long gone. Oops. Hang on. We've got a waterfall of jewellery going on here. Right, bra straps. You need to go somewhere else. Up there. Imagine sort of suddenly a YouTuber drowned in jewellery. I'm not quite sure what to make of this. It's a little mitten. Is it a mitten for a kitten? Where are the other three? It's knitted. It's by Best, whoever they might be. That's kind of weird though, isn't it? I mean, I don't quite know what to make of that, really. It's a little bit strange. Things involving rope. I'm never too fond of things with rope, because rope tends to get a bit, do see these around the place quite a bit, catching a slight sort of native vibe. They are commonly found. Ooh, this is nice though. You see, I have a weakness for glass, especially art glass. And this looks like a snaily shell. I'm really showing you this badly, aren't I? A Nautilus shell, that's the word I'm looking for. That's made from glass. It's actually a lot prettier than it's coming up on the screen. Don't think we've got anything too special going on there. But that's really rather sweet and rather unusual. And I like a bit of unusual. See the grey clouds are scudding over again. Yeah. A little bit statementy, nice modern one. Slightly salmony kind of pink effect there. Shorter length necklace. I always have to check that all the rings aren't coming undone, because occasionally that happens. That's a bit of a statement piece there. This has got me intrigued though. Oh, or has it? What's going on here? I think this is, put the right way around here, that might help. Is that the right way around? Yeah, sparkly things. Ah, I know what it is. I've worked it out now. It's one of those ones where you put your finger through, fat finger like mine, but you put a finger through, and then, that's what you see, my hands are too big. This is what I mean. I have not got the delicate kind of hand needed. I've got what I call ex-tennis players' hands, which means they're like shovels. That's quite sweet though. Very ethnic inspired. And a bit of bling there. That's quite sweet. Does that count as a ring or a bracelet? I suppose it's both, isn't it? A little bit of both. Man, that must have been a brooch at one time. That meant to be Queen Elizabeth? It's plastic. It's very, very plastic, and it's probably useful for a crafter. The Little Bag Company. Oh, how cute. It's actually a guitar, little rhinestone guitar. Little Bag Company. Well, it had a £1 price tag on the back, so I might decard that. Or maybe not. It's quite cute though. Ah, I know I've got the other one of these. This is vintage. It's quite cute. Very vintage style, 80s. So that's nice. It's a phone case. I'm confused. Did I have a phone case and I missed it? Very confused. But that's all right. I'm often confused. Mittens for kittens. Margaret is very knowledgeable. She just knows so much. Oh no, yeah, it's split. So that has to go in the bin because no one's going to want that. And that must have come off something. So that's a busted up necklace. This has got a little bit of goth flavouring about it. Yeah, it's steampunky. Plastic beads, not French jet. Nice though. I do like that jewellery. I think it's lovely. Ooh. Are these mood rings, these little things? They look like it. It's all a bit... What's it got on it? It sort of looks like a... I'm trying to show you, like a little insect. The mitten was for a very small old staff phone. Hello, Ginger Witch. That would be a very, very small phone. It would be so small you wouldn't be able to see it. I quite like that actually, but that's a very strange ring. Oh, it's a fairly full-on stretchy. It's a little bit loose, so I'm going to put that in the crafter lock because there's some rather splendid beads on there. So I will enjoy. Good day, that says, apparently. It does say good day, probably backwards for you guys. It's a little bit full party. I think someone can make better use of that. Aha! You see the pairs to the earrings. That's quite a cute little vintage earring there. I've got the other one to that. We also have what looks like an adjustable ring. That must be a kid's one. It's absolutely teeny. But then I say these things and then realise that's probably not the case. I've just got big hands. Let's put that with the kids' lot. There we go. Is that one that changes colour when you... A mood ring? I've gone very purple. Does that mean anything? I've gone very purple. Oh, and I keep seeing these damn things, like a hair grip. But they're all a bit bent up and not much use to anyone really. So some things don't make it. Oh, a random plastic bead. in a lot. Now, no lot's complete without a little pin for Canada, but this isn't a pin. This is an earring. Would you wear an earring that says Canada on it? In all seriousness? Somebody did. So we'll wait and see if we've got another one, because they could be quite kitsch. Here we go, down the old goth route. I'm so sorry, Cat, were you complaining? Hearing noises go up. There we go. There's very Madonna, isn't it? There we go. And you remember what her back in the 80s with fingerless lace gloves, which sold out instantly everywhere. It's on a cord. It's not a leather cord. It's a regular cord. It's a little bit steampunky. It's not the best made, but it's not actually. It is missing a stone. You know full well if you look at something like this, it's going to eventually. So missing stones, quite a lot. Little kid's bangle. Oh no, I like these. These nicely made little bracelets. I think they're really rather cool. Seed beads. That's a nice one actually. I like them. I think just because I like it doesn't necessarily mean someone else is going to. That is something I presumably have to learn. I found a pair for these, what I think are quite nice, big hoops. I won't make a judgment on what I'm listing and what I'm not for a while yet. It takes me a little while to work these things out. I presume that's a toe ring. Just the thought of wearing a toe ring, I don't know. It doesn't work for me, that's all I'm saying. Oh, we are getting rings galore at the moment. That's a very worn little costume one there. Hey, someone might enjoy them. That's another adjustable ring. There's a lot going on that ring, isn't there? I mean, you've got everything. Florals, pearlies, sparklies. Yeah, just the thought of having something on your foot, in the way. Hairband. Baby. Oh, straight in the bin there. Nobody wants that. Right, let's detangle this before we yank it out. You know, your heart sinks when you see the many strings of things and elastic hairbands. Right, this is an unusual combination. We have a very statementy, actually slightly bent up. That's going to need. Oh, is that going to break? No, that's quite sturdy. We're missing lots of stones. I'm thinking, oh, that's interesting, but no, it is missing stones. So that will do for a craft a lot. They all seem to use similar sized stones, so I guess if you know what you're doing. Oh no, I like this. If you know what you're doing, you can repair these things. But I haven't got the time or the patience. I'll repair things that I really love, I'll repair, but I just can't bring myself to repair something that I don't think is worth the time and effort. I do like this though. Again, it's another very chunky monkey, but quite nicely made. Clamper bracelet. Really wide, really thick. Better just have a look and see it's not missing any stones, because that's what happens. No, I think we're all there. I wonder if you're made by anyone in particular. Sometimes you just think they should be because they're so well put together, but I can't see a maker's name on this. But that has good weight to it and a real nice quality feel. So I might have to inspect it more closely. Ouch, pinch. Here we go. Oh, that sort of thing. Rather nice. Oh, clamp, crunch. Oh, here we go. I'll see the stretches that I don't really need. Just for the minute. Now I've got a necklace, and I'm sure I've got the other earring as well. I've seen the necklace that goes with, and I put it to one side. There. Put the earring with it. Okay, this is slightly more unusual. Green, there's a lot of people that absolutely love green. I'm very fond of green as well. And people do like these. It's not missing stones. That panel there isn't missing. It is actually meant to be silver colour. That's quite nice. Interesting pieces in here. M might stand for manta ray, possibly, with a clover on. This is very hippie boho style, and it's got a, that looks like the M from manta ray. I could be wrong. What's going on here? Something that's become unhooked. That's why that's hanging loose. But it has got, there you go. It's just got a little knocked out. Where's my pliers? That was a damn fool thing to do, wasn't it? Somewhere in all of this there'll be a pair of pliers, and I can squeeze that back together again. Oh, that's all that needed. It's absolutely fine. It's a lovely thing, and it's chunky. Some more bits there. I've forgotten I had. Let's keep going. I want another one of these. This one's got musical notes on it. That's rather cute. Brand new ones. That's jolly nice. Oh, it's a stretchy, but it's missing a stone. Craft a lot. Oops. Oh, that's a very it's desperately trying to be a cladder ring, but it's really not a very nice. It's very worn, so no. Don't think anyone can use that. Here we go. This is just not hanging right. This has got twisted around. There we go. Again with green in again. I think a lot of people like green. Nah, yeah. See, when you've got fabric on beads, they go a bit. It ends up in a craft a lot, basically. Not sure where that's come from. That's a piece of rose quartz that someone's wrapped, but it's lost its place on the necklace. Don't know what happened there. And I've got another little one here, which is accessorized. I've seen another one of these as well. Just the tiny little, tiny delicate things. I don't think they're silver. I'm pretty sure it's not, but you know, they have a certain charm. People who want the more delicate pieces. We've got a knot. More of these wooden beads. I'm kind of putting them together to decide what might happen with them, if anything. Yeah. I see something chunky. It's amazing how things can get caught up in other things when they've got nothing to do with them at all. Yeah. These I think can do quite well, these chunky style. Just plain gold. Hang on, just need a bit of untwisting so it didn't hang strangely. There we go, sort of very classic style. That's modern. Oh, a black one of these. A bit more steampunky perhaps. They're a bit loose, these, unfortunately, these beads. So they'll go into a craft a lot. Tiny bangles for tiny wrists. They were. Yeah, so you're getting a lot of sort of pendant. That isn't a crystal, unfortunately. It is actually a piece of plastic perspex. I don't know what it's come off. A bit weird and wonderful though. There's probably some pendants that are missing there. Are you telling me that's an earring? Is that an earring? Apparently it is. Dear Lord. It's huge. And it's tarnished and polishes, so we might just have a little closer look at it. If it's the solo one, that would be a shame. Little bracelet there, wood and some beads. Tribally feel. Oh, this is definitely a chunky bag. Now, what's slightly gutting is its clasp is broken. Look at the flash. Hey. The only problem is this is broken, so I maybe could put a different one on, because that's easy enough if I've got some. Yeah, that was made out of something very, very soft. So maybe replace it and fix it up. And as if by magic, ta-da, there it is done. That's a big old chunky one, that though. Oh gosh, right, you may need to avert your eyes for this next one. I'm just giving you a little heads up there. Oh, right, okay. That's deeply strange. Because it's busted and it may need a repair. It does need a repair. The thing is, am I the person to do it? Should I bring this one back to life or not? What do you think? Yeah, that's kind of... Actually, that doesn't hang right. No, someone's actually repaired it and put it back together wrong. So that should go there. That should have gone down there. Oh, I don't know. It may be one that ends up in a craft lot. Because I think that's probably gone beyond just being a simple repair. Oh, you're going to go and sort something for tea. See you later, Kelly. Take care. This is kind of strange shaped. I don't quite know how that's meant to hang. It's in a rose gold. Sorry, I'm showing you the chain, not the thing. It's a rose gold colour. It's got a bit of wear actually, so I think that may be a craft lot one. I don't mind if it's got a tiny bit of wear, but if it's doing too much, it's a hairband. Ugh. Oh, right. Ribbon and Asher. These are nice sparkly ones, actually, I've got to say. I think they're glass. They're really rather nice. I don't know Ribbon and Asher. Well, it's 1850 euros, so they weren't cheap by any means, so I think they're really quite nice, those. Wow, yeah, it was a bit, wasn't it? Aha! I've got the other one. Yay! Happy days. I think those are so cute. The colour on them, amazing. Quite liking those very much for me, but I'm sure they're not going to be a precious metal. But I'm going to look into those because it's that colouring on that front piece that just reminds me so much of some earrings I had in the 80s and of course sadly lost. Or lost one of them. It was a feather and they were titanium. Or was it some sort of titanium where they heat treat it to make the colours go? This is quite they talk about wearing your heart on your sleeve, where you can wear your heart around your neck. Again, is that a stone or is that plastic? I think that's going to be plastic. It's not quite cold enough to be a stone, but I could be wrong. Because you get, isn't it? There's a black jasper, that snowflake obsidian that looks a little bit like that. I'm going to have to look at it more closely. And here's the device to do that with. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I do quite like it. bit unusual. That tends to be my criteria. Ooh, it's a bit unusual. Oh gosh, look at this. Vintage pearlies. There we go, it's definitely vintage. They feel quite light, so I'm thinking they're probably not real. Don't have the gritty feel to them. And that's quite cute, really. Little multi-strand. And they're very much the champagne colour, which is nice, very kind to skin. Skin tone, I think, rather than the very bright ones. Oh my woolly word. I'm very confused as to what this is. Ah, it's something that's come off a bag. It's like a bag charm. So this has lost some of its charm. I think there should have been something on the bottom of that. Yeah, not too sure about that. Someone might find that useful. I don't know. It's not my thing. Can you tell? Some random beads. Again, going in the bead lot. Oh, this is a bracelet. It's a small bracelet for a small arm, but it has a nice catch on it. It has a proper clasp, which means it does just about fit around my wrist. But you think, surely it's got to be made by somebody. Surely someone would have put their name to it if they'd made something really nice. But I can't see anything. But I do like that. That is a nicely made thing. So I'll look a bit more closely at that. And that's really rather sweet. Right. Sorry, pressed a button there. Wasn't sure what that was about. Probably because I've been live for so long. It's not used to me being live for so long. This is like a hematite and pink crystal. Little stretch. Right, let's try and crack on a bit here because we're getting a bit beads. Let's try and find the interesting things. That's a brooch. Wow. I mean, that's quite quirky, isn't it? Plastic. Do with a bit of a clean up. They look a lot better. Yeah, but that's kind of a bit weird and wonderful, isn't it? Ah. And this would have been nice but it's rather dinged up. See, just there. I've got a feeling that might not. It's a shame because it would have been nice if it hadn't been quite so dinged up. Oh, that was my cat, by the way, making strange noises. Someone's handmade thing. Well, I think you can see what I mean here. Hang on, something else is tangled up within. Whoa, don't go away. Right, that's what happens. I suddenly look at something else and go, ooh, shiny. Okay, so there's something going on here, but this is clearly meant to be some form of a necklace with a great big chunky modern piece on it. A lovely random ceramic bead, but clearly no use without being on something else. Don't know what that was meant to be on. I've just got a chain here with nothing on it, so I might start pairing things up a little bit if I can. Oh man. Alright, where up? There we go. Another little modern piece there. It's quite cute, isn't it? It's a very modern piece there. Let's try and take these off because it's safer than to do it later. Lovely. Oh man. when you start getting to the very fine chains and everything, but that's sometimes where the treasure lies, in the very fine bits. Oh, no lot's complete without one of those. Just a kind of a loose one, and you know, not in good nick. Another one of these. Yeah, bit of shell. Ooh, this is a bit fulsome. Ah, bugger! I already can see it's missing a stone. Oh, isn't that the way? You peer at something and then the forks just leap out at you. Let's get the other chain off it though. Because that... Get off. That is quite a cool and full-on piece, but as you can see, it's missing one or two of its dangly bits, and I did see that it was missing a stone. So that will be a glorious thing. It's quite heavy as well. A glorious thing for a crafter to make much from, or to repair. Oh Lord. Okay, it's chunky. And there's this. Oh man. They'd see you coming with that, wouldn't they? I mean, that is serious. Serious. And it's heavy as well. It's amazing how much goes into these. I know they're not expensive to buy, but it never ceases to amaze me, the amount of work that ends up in a piece of jewellery that, you know, somebody doesn't think is worth a great deal of money, but that clearly has a statement. He has something to say. Well, this one's shouting, actually, really, isn't it? But definitely shouting. And some very odd random beads here, so we're just popping them to one side, and we'll try and work out. Oh, there's a disintegrated necklace here. That's what's happening. Yes. Some lovely beads there. Someone's going to have a lovely job crafting this lot, because it's all falling apart. Okay. That's probably a craft a lot too, because that is a little bit loose. Another one of these for spectacles. Always get those, they always crop up. Oh, that's very strange. That's made from a seed of some sort, and then the tiny, tiny shells. That's quite unusual. I do like the kind of beachy themed stuff. I may have to do a beach theme knot. Do we not open? No, we don't. Oh, we do that. All right, it's a sort of a, I guess it's almost like a kid's version of a locket. It's kind of very lightweight. It's got a box clasp on it though, which is quite unusual. It's incredibly lightweight. Don't quite know what to make of that. Now this might be the partner to the earrings I had the other day. There you go. I did find a pair of earrings that were very much in what I call a Lady Di style. So I think there were earrings that would have matched that. Again, it's a gold tone. There's nothing precious in it. It's not missing any stones. Oh. Stick that there. There. We're getting there, you know. We are getting there. Oh, that's what happens when you pull something and it all falls apart. Lots of little beads. There was even a now. That is a now. But that's all just fallen apart now because I stretched it beyond where it wanted to go. Oh, hairbands. Very tiny little accessorised brooch. So accessorised is certainly not cheap when you actually buy it. This has these little beads on it that move, little metal beads. So very sweet. All mad beads. And whatever necklace exploded. I mean, man, there's a bead and a half. Big ceramic job. I think this is one necklace that all kind of fell apart. Wouldn't you wish that to be real? Wouldn't that be nice? M&S. I think the fact it's got M&S in means it probably isn't a real diamond. Hey ho, we can pretend. Oh, hair clips. Ooh. More random beads. It's a very swishy ring. I'm not missing any stones, so I'm quite happy for someone else to enjoy that. Very tiny ring. Very tiny. Kids, possibly? Do kids do rings? I suppose they do. I'm getting down to the quite small bits and pieces now. And the tangly bits. So you may have to bear with just a wee bit while I try and dig through these, see what I can find. It may prove impossible, but do our best. Ah, good Lord. Very, very tangly. It was a bit Diana, that. I do remember those from back in the day when there was a real fashion for having them because of the Lady Diana factor. It's very much a thing. Oh man, everything's so chunky. It was another piece of... don't know if that's a piece of rosary bead or not. Oh man, what is all this? Very intimately tangled, these necklaces. And here we have. That will be a very short necklace, but how strange is that? Little faux pearls there. Very vintage style. It's not vintage, but it's vintage. In the style of. So what's the thing when you get near the bottom of the bag? It gets very gnarly. I think this is a necklace. It's not really playing ball at the moment because it's a multi-strand one. And it's sort of... it's got lots of crosses on it in various forms. And that clearly is one of its ends. Maybe not. Ah, okay. So it's one of these very dangly jobs. You see where it does that, it's all very much like that, which I think are quite nice actually. I don't dislike that style, it's just they're a bit of a pain to actually untangle for anything. But now that that's gone, that should make this a little easier. Famous last words. Famous last words. Eee. Tangle, tangle, tangle. There's one of those fishing wire jobs in here. That's what's making this particularly tricksy. And a very bizarre one that has a camera on it. That looks more hopeful though. Right, let me... this is vintage. If in doubt, shake it out. Come on. You know you want to. Here we go. That looks like jade to me. Really. Oh, difficult. Cat started up there. He's obviously having good dreams. Now, I'm going to have to look into this one, but it's that filigree work. Very sort of 70s. I have to look it over closely. And it's on a vintage chain. And there's a possibility. I might test it and see. I'm not sure if that is actually silver, but it's certainly got the look about it, and the little jade, tiny little jade bit on the end. Very difficult to see. I try and hold it up as close as I can. It's got sort of inclusions in it. It's not tremendously smooth. That's could be mildly interesting. It's a lot of stuff to go through, really. Oh, yeah. Shake. Some tiny chains in here, which are they all look slightly promising. Then you look closer, you're like, nah. Damn, it'd be nice to find something. Would have been really, but hey ho, it's all been a bit of good fun. What does this say? Little charms. Yes. Tiny chains wrapped around endlessly. Oh, yeah. Oh, that actually belongs to that. Okay, fair enough. The problem is all a bit tangled up with one another. Just a little bit. Right, maybe if I undo this. They kind of have a vintage feel, and then you look closely at the clasp and they're more modern. This is accessorised. Thing's a little kinked. It is accessorised with a little rose there. A delicate piece. Just try not to tangle them up again. This is the thing. I'll just stay untangled. More accessorised. There's a real theme here. Just try and loosen it. Play with it until it releases. Okay, right, there we go. That's pretty nearly untangled now. It's quite a nice, fine chain. That's not the accessorised one. It's a silver tone. The colours are nice. It has nice colours on it. Blues and crystals. My hands look. Oof, jewellery hands. Jewellery hands. Oh no, this is sadly will go in a craft lot because on these beads, wrapped beads, has come loose. There's some other nice beads in there that could quite easily be harvested. Okay, this is all working loose again. Just another accessorised one that's got more of a sort of modernist, brutalist feel to it. Just a plain hammered disc. Keep finding little hair bands. No, go in the bin. Now I know I have got the other one of those earrings. They're not actually silver, which is a bit tragic, but I have got the other one. I've seen it. I know it exists. Really tiny earring. Very small. Another very little star. That was little charms. Tiny little star. Like I say, none of them are silver. They're all just some costume pieces there. We have a little charm bracelet, a kid's one, very, very bereft of charms. Yeah. Kiddie's one because it's really small. Ah, yeah, see, that's one of those things that broke off the a big Indian piece. Another nice ceramic bead. Good crafter lots here. Tiny pair of earrings. That's the thing, you see, when you see one of these, that might be that it's coming out of something I can repair. I can just about sort of glue things in. And then diddy bits at the bottom here. Things that I will look closely at, little pearly thing, and I will look at those because you never know. Sometimes it's the tiny little treasures at the bottom of a box. Sometimes have things. Again, I'm not particularly convinced that these are anything. I'm just kind of looking. Right, that's probably where that. No, that's a different stone. Would have been nice with the stones missing. Ah, I do remember seeing another little. That's a tiny, tiny bus. I remember seeing another one of those at one time. Yeah, little single solo costume pieces here. And that's beads. Beads, beads, beads. Right. Okay. Oh, what's that? Oh, beads. Very nearly at the bottom of the slot now. Very nearly there. Wedding-y. Yeah, well, people will start doing the wedding thing again soon, I think, because they can. Don't know what that pinged at me. I don't think I've sold anything. Ping. Reminding me of something. Possibly. Let's have a look. Perhaps we have a sale. It's all been a little bit quiet today. It's not been horrific, but oh, can you please check? Yeah, I could, but it's actually in the garage. So no, I can't just please check. I hate that when you just go and dig something out to measure it and then they don't buy it. Which they're perfectly within their rights not to buy it, but it's just annoying. Right, let's have a little bit of a shake up of this jewellery, see if we can release anything of interest. Shake, 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 shake. It's not good telly, is it, really, when nothing's occurring. Oh, everything is just very tangly. Right, there's an earring there. Yeah, very exciting. Now, it's a little one of these seed bead things, but it's got a barrel clasp. Tiny barrel clasp. Who knows? You never know. Oh man. I'm going to undo every single clasp in an effort to loosen these. Because they're all tangled up. But I will not be impatient. I'm trying not to break anything. Here we go. I think this must have been part of a necklace because I'm missing clasps and things, so that's for the bead lot. Oh dear. Ay. Come on. Listen. What sometimes happens is you get an odd earring in which just messes everything up completely. There we go. Come on. Now. Anyone called Rachel in the house? I know we had a fake Rachel, but her name is not actually Rachel. So, and I was told what her actual name was, but yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Loose. There. Come on, you're nearly out. There we go. One for Rachel. Sadly, not silver. I think every piece of silver was surgically removed somewhere along the line here. I don't think I'm not as random as I could have liked, but hey ho, that's the nature of the beast. So Rachel, there we go. Oh, wire necklaces. Nobody wants a wire necklace. Man, is that an earring? That is a lot going on an earring. It's a very, very busy earring. Tiny little earrings. You know, I will look these over because it's silly not to, just in case. I used to rip these old beads though. That's to do with the rosary bead, I'm sure. Right, so we're really on the last leg now because there's just this tiny bit to undo. And then we're there. Bag number 2. The sonic bath thing. Yes. But I'm always wary of putting anything in the bath because it loosens stones and things, doesn't it? So that's why I would be very concerned. I do actually have a sonic bath that I haven't used. And it was one I found in a charity shop. Yeah. You look at a label and your heart sinks slightly when you see the title, Claire's. No, nothing wrong with the name Claire, but Claire's Accessories isn't as exciting as it could be. So I'm not overly charmed by anything in this little bundle here. There's a brass moustache. There's a camera. And I may not bother to detangle these, which is very lazy of me. There's that other part of the necklace that I had earlier. It's a kind of a blue thing and a crystal-y thing, and yeah, I didn't know. I may just not bother. But I will take the broken one out because no one's going to want that. Except the Craft-A-Lot peoples, which is fair enough. There's some nice bits and pieces in there. Crafters. I'll have to untangle these anyway because I wouldn't want to pass something on that wasn't, if it was broken. And I'm pretty sure that one might be broken. So I'll have to dig them all out anyway. Oh, so there you have 2 bags. Leave it for someone else to have fun with. Yes, exactly. I think we all enjoy a bit of detangling, don't we? I've got jewellery hands. Grimy. So, thank you once again for joining me. Yeah, it's a lot of muck, isn't it? But it's that not knowing whether it's safe to put it into a bath when it has stones in it, because I heard that it can make the stones come out, and some stones it will harm, and so I've just been wary and haven't actually used it. Very silly, really. But there we go. 2 bags down. Plenty to sort out. I should probably go away, wash my hands, and photograph some clothes because I need to, because my fingers are horrible. So I will see you all. No problem, Lex. I will see you, Lex, for your online at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Be there or be square. Lex is going to sell off some of her jewellery lots. And thanks everyone for keeping me company. So I shall say toddy bye. I shall see if I can end the broadcast and do it without too much of embarrassment. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye. Yes, I do.